Hello everyone, this is Bigalski,
And JTB.
and this is Phase 3 of Eternal Legend, Master Ninja, Ninja Gaiden Black Mission Mode. Now, one thing I didn't get a chance to talk about in the last section, and we'll talk about it especially when the dragons come up here at the beginning of the phase, is rolling and jumping when you're using the smoke bombs. But first, again, I got 25,000 in essence, so I'm just going to buy what I don't buy any of the other bracelets. I might buy the sun. Yeah, buy the sun. But a lot of the rest of it's just going to be Ninpo. The majority of it's going to be Ninpo. And then the other part of that is going to be health. You really don't need to buy maybe as much health as I did. Because again, if you Ninpo some of these enemies and you kill 4 or 5, more than likely you're going to get a couple blues. So I think in terms of making time limits, Ninpo is more important.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Inazuma in these missions, in these fights, because you've got, HP style scoring, the pillbugs, for example, if you're going for score, what you want to do is get them down to like the final 10 and then just Inazuma them, because that is actually faster because of how many points they're worth. Same on like the the wasps and imps. You can Inazuma like halfway in between that, take out a ton of them. Because a UT is only worth, 12,500 points end game, whereas if you've got, say, 2,000 points per second in Eternal Legend, that's actually 5,000 points per second at the end of the mission that it's worth, because you need to factor in that multiplier.
So I don't think I do exactly that, because I was worried about, I was having some problems with making the time limits on Hydracubus. And see, there's what I was talking about, the roll. I could have rolled, dropping the smoke bomb, and then jumped the other way. So that's really important for people to learn. I actually, I'm only good at kind of doing it one way or the other. And that's the bad part. I'm kind of set in my ways. But for new players, being able to roll and jump the other way. See, like if I'd rolled the other way when I dropped that smoke bomb, I could have got the UT off, or ET off at least.
And there's a few ETs here as well, whereas if you get the smoke bomb to actually disorientate them, you're going to get that ET. And again, it's 3,000 short term, but it's 3,000 short term, but then it's 7.5, at the end of the game.
That's one thing I hate right there. See, is and I kind of waited. I know I'm not supposed to. Whenever that monk starts dropping, it's like, okay, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. So see, there was a blue that I absorbed right there. But every time you think, hey, maybe I can do it, it's not going to happen. It's just not. But
yeah, so this fight right here, you've actually got a lot of time. If you look at the clock here, and you've only got 13 enemies. So depending on the spawn pattern they give you, if you get into a rough spot, just Inazuma them. It really does work well.
Yeah. And see here, and that's what I was going to say earlier. See, there's bad. That's where having maybe because I'm not going to use smoke bombs on the pill bugs, but having a different projectile out so I don't do the wall queen.
Yeah, it probably would be a good idea to swap that here. I mean, it depends on how comfortable you are with movement, but if you so right here, like if you look at the kills, in terms of karma, like just Inazumaing these last 10 is way faster, even factoring in UTs.
So what I was going to get at is, because again, this was bad, and I knew it was bad, but I wanted to save my Inazuma for Hydracubus because I was having a problem ETing him, or UTing him, and making sure that it was going to knock things off. So I had to use a lot more Ninpo than maybe I wanted to, and that's the reason I didn't Inazuma those pill bugs like I should have. So I know.
I'm just saying, farming this guy, I'm just thinking about it, like farming this guy is... I mean, you'll see it. I mean, well, it's already on videos in my video, but you'll see it and we'll get to talk about it eventually. It is a pain in the arse to farm this guy.
See, I didn't want to Inazuma, on that pill bugs, because I knew I was going to need him for this.
Also, one thing to note about Hydracubus here, as far as I can remember, his minions just keep spawning, don't they?
No, there's only 10.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they're not tied to his health, though. Like, you just get 10, and then, that's it. Whereas usually, of course, they're staggered throughout the health bar.
Right. So all this thinking and planning, and see, I lit that a little too early, and You know, if I'd waited just a second more, I could have killed them and then done some more damage. So you see all the wasted time. And again, that adds
is a really good option. Yeah, it is a really good option though to use the Dabilero while he's got tentacles out and minions out, because the tentacles, they tend to veer towards the floor when they try and hit you, and the Dabilero's grounded hitbox, the UT is gigantic. So odds are his tentacles will kind of end up going into the UT anyway, even if it does.
So I missed out on some kills because again I wasn't UTing the guys when I needed to. This is oh, and you want to really kind of save at least one essence to be able to charge up for this next wave coming. But since this is not, a true karma run, I just wanted to make sure I beat it and kill him fast and really just kind of go from there. But look at all the Inazuma I used, and you're going to need to save some of that Ninpo for Yotunfrau whenever he comes up. So that's the other part of it too. I could have just blasted all my Ninpo up at front and then just had a really bad Hydracubus fight too. So.
Yeah. One thing to note as well on this mission, if you're just playing for sheer survival, really take advantage of the Kitetsu in this wave. Zombies are really free to get health on when you do the health steal, because they're so slow. So if you get to this with low health, put in all your life for 1,000 gods and then just swap over to that Kitetsu and just start health stealing on the zombies. It's a great way to get health back.
I forget if I switched back over to I still might have the sun on. Look at that one.
Yeah, that is unlucky in this way.
Yeah, see, so this is, what is it? Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Yeah, do what we say, not what we do. That's the moral of all these videos. So as you can see here, though, once you get the Dabilero chain started, once that train leaves the station, this is just decimating this entire wave. Once it one-shots something, the Dabilero's UT is just so strong.
And that's kind of what you want to do, so you don't have to use your Ninpo. You can get a good score.
Yeah.
Drop the smoke bomb if you need to versus doing the wall clean. But learning how to drop and then jump the other way, it's really important.
Now Yotunfrau on a karma run, this guy will cost you so many good phase 3s. And on a karma run, you'll have spent probably 10 or so minutes farming Hydracubus. So when you get a bad Yotunfrau, it stings.
I tried to actually go for his body there, but I was going to keep the blooper. I didn't, because I've shown enough bloopers where he did the ground pound with the ice 8 times in a row.
Oh yeah, he loves to do that. So one thing to note real quick about Yotunfrau is his minion spawning is a little weird. As you notice, you get 2 at the start, but then you don't get any more until you get him down to maybe 50 or so less % health, but then the rest of them will start coming. So your goal is to get him down to that 50 or so % as fast as you possibly can. Because I think he only had about 89 seconds on the clock for this fight. And you've got 10 minions to kill, so those minions alone are worth a base of 50,000. So if you kill him with, say 3 minions dead, you have lost a ton of points on your end kill bonus for not killing those extra imps.
Well, also, I was trying to UT, and I didn't realize that I had 2 essences out there, so that's the reason I held it for 3 seconds, thinking, man, why am I not charging up? I think he's only worth 7,000 killed with the UT. It's not like the other main bosses.
I'll have to check that. That's one thing I've not actually gone and taken note of. But yeah, what the boss is worth here. So I think Marbus is worth a ton, actually, now that I think about it. He's worth a lot if you kill him with UT.
Now just make sure whenever you open any chest to have your flails out, just in case.
Yeah,
just
in case it's a run to end.
yeah, ghost fish. But again, I missed a lot of points, but I killed him with the UT. I got my essence. There's a lot of room for improvement in this mission or in this phase, or actually over the whole run, but I'm saving that for the karma run whenever I do it. But hopefully these tips helped. Again, dropping the smoke bomb, not wasting an extra roll, learning how to jump in a different direction will not only help you in any of these phases, but also any of the other missions. I highly recommend people doing that. If you have problems with it, watch JTB. His phase 2 is excellent. So that's it for this phase. We'll see you in the next one.
Take care, guys.